My name's John Greenwood. I'm a bow maker here in San Francisco, and been doing it about 22 years. Also a musician. I've played the violin since I was 6, and really blessed to have found something where I can combine my passion for fine craftsmanship and music, which I've continued to, it's been a major part of my life, since the beginning. You have to have a certain self-belief that okay, I'm paying the price, I'm putting in the work, I'm using the best materials, and I have to entertain the possibility that maybe I can make something great. That otherwise it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. You don't want to spend all this time and life force creating mediocrity. Regarding bow making, it is something that people don't think much about. They know that violins or cello or bass, you need one to play, but they don't really think about where they come from. For the layman, maybe they've heard of Stradivari or Guarnerius, maybe somewhere, but nobody really thinks about who makes the bows. If you look at a bow with an open mind, you can see there's really a lot of sculpture in it. It's subtle, but it's there, and certainly that is art, to people who can appreciate that. So this heat gun kicks out about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit heat. There we go. When you apply the heat, it just kind of makes this little softens up the wood and like hard rubber, But the neat thing about it is once it cools down, it holds the curve. A lot of talent is just it's not like intelligence. It's the ability to sit still and work long hours to perfect something. The smallest details really make an active difference in the way the bow sounds and performs. The hair goes in this way and then hooks around, and then a wooden plug is put on top, and then this is the pearl slide. And it's fit very precisely. See, it actually is a dovetail, so it holds it naturally. There's no screws or anything. And fitting that is a very meticulous process, and it's just totally smooth there. Generally, this is just done with a knife, and you try to save using files and sandpaper just to the very end. You can accomplish a lot just with the knife. You want to go efficiently and at a certain speed, but if you go too fast, once you take the wood off, it's gone. When you look at this, that looks like it's square, but actually you can see that it's actually angling in at about 1.5 degrees. It's very controlled and intense in its way. So on my bows, I prefer to use mammoth ivory tips. I think aesthetically, ivory looks great, but of course, because of concerns about the modern elephant, it's just absolutely improper to consider using that. So what I use here is a fossilized 10,000-year-old elephant tusk that are thawing out in the tundra, and then they're shaped just exactly the same as the traditional tip. Oh, there we go. We're getting somewhere now. Remarkable thing about bows is that there's probably no piece of wood that you'll see that it has had 40 hours lavished on it for a 2-ounce stick. With a bow, it's basically just a spring, with hair strung between it, and there's really no place to hide. It's got to be straight and have the correct curve, and and all those other elements. It's either functions or it's a failure. There's no really way to go back. My objective with all this experience is try to really get to the essence of what I can control and repeat the best of that, and then just let the bow go its own way and find a home. Yeah.